So far we've just been seeing the four sectoid invasions, or the four sectoid abductions, where that's all you see. We had the one special mission that had thin men, and the downed UFO we saw that one other new alien I haven't been introduced to yet.
Impressive work, Commander. Our soldiers have to be feeling good after a mission like that.
It looks like Zeke Saber was promoted to Corporal, and he got his nickname, which it gave him the nickname Wolverine. It's pretty cool. Again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the default nicknames that it gives them, or allow them to pick nicknames. I'll see what you guys think, and maybe I'll ask around about it. Anyways, now as a sergeant, assault class gets an awesome new ability. You can choose to have close and personal, which says the first standard shot with made within 4 tiles of the target does not cost an action. Can't combine with running gun. That's pretty cool. If you don't run a gun, you can take 2 shots. If they're within 4 tiles of your target. So up close you can do a lot of damage, or you can get lightning reflexes, which is the first reaction shot against this unit each turn to miss. So if you see someone on Overwatch and you really need them to trigger their Overwatch, this is an amazing ability. This is pretty good too, but I really like lightning reflexes. It's like one of my favorite abilities in the game. It's so useful. And that's the only promotion we got. But nobody got injured, so that's really good. We got some Meld, weapon fragments, and sectoid corpses. And we got a 200 credits. I don't know what the money is called in this game. It's not a dollar sign.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Now let's check the situation room and see how our panic levels are. So I got more in the yellow. And now we're in the red, so that's good. Let's see. So we're working on the alien containment. Alien materials being researched. Council report coming up. I'm gonna go with the medals again, actually. So urban combat. What does that give you? So this is good for surviving. This is good for taking out enemies that are being annoying and going out of full cover. That's a pretty tough call. And there's International Service Cross. I think this one is better. It did have pretty multinational groups anyway. So I'll do that. Get the International Service Cross. That I can also rename it out. If you guys have ideas for medals and then new names for medals, feel free to leave comments for those too. I'm not really sure what to call them. Urban combat though, I want to sign up power to this one. I just don't know which one. Sorry if this is boring. Just want to make sure I make the right decision because I can't take this back later. Going from like 75 to 80% in aiming, or like 50 to 55% is pretty good. It only works on enemies in full cover. A lot of times they're not. They just take whatever cover they can get. So I think this one is slightly more. It'll be useful more often than the +5 aim. Plus there are other ways to up your aim, so I think more defense is better. I feel a award of medal to somebody. So who do I feel like has earned him? Really earned it. That last mission. Everybody except for actually except for Adept didn't get a chance to fire off a shot at all. We're gonna have to try and use them more. I don't think everyone performed pretty admirably. I can't really say anyone performed better than anybody else. I mean, Ashley technically got a double kill, but that's because she killed the head of a psychic link. So we're gonna hold on to the Melds a bit longer and keep scanning. Oh, there's the containment facility. Now we can capture the live alien, have a place to keep it, and be able to interrogate it.
Containment facility online.
We got some money too. Oh, I forgot about the money. Yeah, that's kind of important. Also the steam, which is nice. We can get the steam generator. So we can build power generator. The thermal generator is what I was talking about. We don't have enough money for it, but good to keep it in mind. And nothing really to build, so I'll just keep excavating and. Do I need another access lift yet? Not quite yet. I think I'll hold off because I'm going kind of slow on these. I will, however, buy 2 2 arc throwers. And I guess I'll get a scope too. They're not very expensive. Does that sound good? Okay. Yeah, let's do this. I finished alien materials, which allows us to create the nanofiber vest, which is another equipment piece that gives a soldier extra health. So that's pretty useful. It also gives us access to carapace armor, which is the first like armor suit, because the nanofiber vest is just an upgrade that goes on any armor suit. Carapace armor is actually a full-on suit, but again, kind of like beam up, it's gonna be kind of slow, and I'd rather get a Melder combination out there first, because this is an extremely powerful resource.
We've assembled everything we need to capture and house an alien for interrogation, Commander. The rest is up to our forces on the ground.
Go ahead and buy a nanofiber vest. So we have the option. Alright. Time for it a bit more. Oh, here's an example of what I was talking about a few episodes back. Request from Brazil. They want 2 scopes in 20 days. If we can provide that, we get a reward, which in this case is 3 engineers. And that would be awesome, actually. So we don't have the items, so we say not now. We go to engineering. I think we can buy another scope. I'll buy 2 more, so I have 1, and I can give them... Yeah, there we go. Barracks. No, situation room. We go to pending requests. And we complete this. There you go. We have 3 engineers. It's that easy.
The new
So now we have
engineers
8
arrived
engineers.
this morning, Commander. We're always glad
So
to
if
have
we
more
can
help
get-
down here.
What's our income for
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity.
Alright, so we have
Additional uplink required.
one scientist and 1 engineer per month from the United States, and from Germany we're getting 2 scientists per month. Trying to think of how we can get an extra engineer, because we want to get up to 10 as soon as we can for more satellite uplink facilities. Well, for now we're just going to keep scanning. We should get Meld recombination very soon here. Here it is.
So, what is it, Doctor?
It's remarkable. The crystalline structure housed within the canister is actually a suspension containing billions of cybernetic nanomachines, each made up of both organic and mechanical components.
My team's analysis indicates these microscopic robots are capable of assembling mechanical structures with unprecedented efficiency. With further study and some specialized facilities, we may be able to engineer a sort of cyber suit that interfaces with the human body.
My team is more interested in the possibility of physically altering the tissue itself, incorporating aspects of the alien's own genetic adaptations by using the nanites to fuse the foreign material.
The commander will have to decide where the greatest advantage lies. Is there anything you agree on?
Given the apparent purpose of the nanites, they allow combining organic materials with one another, or with machines. We have at least agreed to call them
Meld.
So that's a little sneak peek at what Meld can do for you. Genetic enhancements
Excavation
and
complete.
cyber suits. We're going to assign new research. Now we have a whole bunch of things available to us. We're going to build the genetics and cybernetics lab as soon as possible. We can manufacture Mech 1 wardens. We have a bunch, some new things available in the gene lab. Once we build the gene lab, that is. And we got a bunch more additional Meld to play around with. So that's going to be pretty awesome. So as soon as we get the money, we're going to want to build those both right away. And then some gene mods, once we get the genetic chamber, we can get things like adaptive bone marrow, which reduces the wound recovery time. And soldiers also regenerate 2 HP per turn to up to the HP max without armor. Okay, so basically, if they have armor on, they can't regenerate health like the armor's giving them, but they'll regenerate up to their personal armorless max at 2 HP per turn. So that's awesome. Depth perception, which gives high advantage confers an extra +5 aim and +5% critical chance. That's a modification to the eyes. and hyperreactive pupils, which says confers +10 aim on any shot after a miss. So they miss once and they improve their next shot has better accuracy. Also, we can build mech suits, which have things like kinetic strike module, which is a powerful arm upgrade for the mech, which is like basically an uppercut of Doom, which is amazing. I can't wait to show you guys that. And the flamethrower, which is what it sounds like. Really awesome flamethrower that shoots fire in a cone and can cause enemies to panic. Alright, so now we got all that. Where do we go next? Again, these are going slow, so I'm going to start with experimental warfare because I feel like that's important. I just don't remember why. So let's start with that. Let's go to engineering. Can we afford to build anything right now? Let's see, Cybernetics Lab. Yeah, we're gonna need more power and money. And then the Genetics Lab. What's cool about these, the Cybernetics Lab counts as a workshop for adjacency benefits, and the Genetics Lab counts as a laboratory. So we'll probably build a... what I'm thinking right now is we're gonna put a... we're gonna have like a workshop somewhere over here, and we're gonna have like a gene lab here and a... what's it called here? What I just mentioned, the Cybernetics Lab. I cannot talk today. Nope, we've made it to here too, so we're gonna excavate the steam vents area. And as soon as we have the money, we also wanna, because we're running low on power, as you can see, we don't have enough, we're using 35 out of our 37 available power, so we don't have enough to build anything else until we get the thermo generator, which will give us 20 power. And we also probably want to build a regular power generator here, which I can't afford. Again, all in due time. Let's see. Yeah, this is a problem with knowing what you want to do in the future. You just you plan ahead and have a hard time finding everything you want. Looks like council report's coming out soon, so we should be getting our payday soon, and maybe we'll find a UFO we can shoot down and get some more valuable resources. So let's find out.
Excavation transmission.
All right. Transmission decoded.
We are extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far, Commander. Your recent results were beyond our expectations, and that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
So this is our overall how we did in March 2015, which was the apparently when this whole adventure started. I didn't pick the date; I just picked it for us, I guess. We completed one council mission, shot down one UFO, stopped 2 abductions, launched a satellite, completed 5 research projects, and raided 1 UFO. So our monthly reward, we got 455 credits, 3 scientists and 1 engineer. So that's awesome. We now have money and engineers and scientists and all kinds of cool stuff.
We will be watching.
That doesn't seem right. We just had a council report. Okay, there we go. I'm going to finish experimental warfare real quick. Science research. Let's see what this gives us. Oh yeah, the Foundry. The Foundry is awesome. It's another thing you can build that will allow you to get some unique abilities and upgrades. Also kind of expensive though. Also we can make flashbang grenades, the Phoenix cannon for your ships, cool stuff like that. And it might be a prerequisite as well. So yeah, we can build Reaper rounds, which will cause substantial extra damage to affected targets, but the additional casing elements makes it less accurate at long range. Okay, so more damage, less accuracy, basically. And the Foundry, which, like I mentioned before, is a really cool thing. Phoenix cannon for your... it's capable of delivering massive burst damage, but its limited range puts the interceptor at greater risk during combat. So you have to get closer, basically, but you can do a lot of damage to a UFO. And flashbang grenades. Enemies to see blast will be disoriented, suffering severe penalties to aim and movement. Robotic and psionic enemies are immune. Okay. Now we got all that done. I think it's time to start with beam weapons, right? Yeah, beam weapons, because I think damage is more important than armor at this point. We're doing pretty well with keeping our soldiers safe.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Well, a thermo generator, that's awfully expensive, I know. It's most of our money. We really need the power, though. And this will be a long-term benefit to us. So begin construction on the thermo generator. And once we have enough power, we can build the Cybernetics Lab and the Genetics Lab here and here. workshop. We still need... I mean, we got enough engineers, we just need more power. Again, power problems. In 8 days we'll have enough power and we can actually start expanding this thing, this base to be really serious.
From what little I've seen of their technology, if the aliens were intent on conquering Earth, there's not much we could do to stop them. I'm guessing they have something else in mind.
We also build a satellite. No, we need to save money. Save money for building the base up. We don't have the satellite uplinks anyway. Or, I'd like to launch more satellites, I really do want to, but I don't have the... There's a lot of things we need to do first. Anyway, scanning for activity.
Commander, we've got another contact.
Scramble
The
the
signature
interceptors.
is a little bigger this time, though.
Oh, it's bigger. How this works? Last time we almost had our interceptor shot down. Let's hope that we do better this time.
Bangs out.
It usually doesn't get that close unless it's a really big ship. Got hit. Dodged a lot. Good job. Come on, shoot down.
Contact
We
lost.
lost it. That's not good.
Contact detected.
It's preparing now. We're gonna lose that satellite, aren't we? Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. UFO got away.
Commander, the Council is requesting your attention.
Okay.
Secure transmission coming in now.
Let's find out what this is. Okay. The Council's been monitoring unusual reports about a hijack attempt on an unauthorized French military convoy. Although the alleged perpetrators were human, our intel indicates the aliens may also have been in the area. If true, this raises a number of questions about the cargo being moved. We'll need a squad to investigate, so just have our complete report momentarily. Just get a scientist, engineer, and some credits, which we could definitely use. Let's launch the mission.
We are confident that you will handle this matter with discretion.
Okay, let's give Zeke Saber is starting to look like he's gonna be our like officer in chief. So you can see he's level up the fastest, but then again he's kind of ahead. We're gonna take off Williams. Let's see, Jack got a chance last time. Let's bring Zathos back on again, and we will add. Let's add a recruit so we can give her a chance to prove herself and maybe get some more diverse classes so we don't have so many supports. Let's launch the mission.